Hi, I'm Paola Ranova, and today we're going to talk about healing. What is healing anyway? But before we dive into this, make sure you subscribe to our channel and that you like this video and that you comment what you think and that you share it with people you know will benefit from this, because healing is something everybody should be familiar with, right? Understanding healing and benefiting from healing is something that we all want and we all need when we're not in alignment. And speaking of alignment, if we were to define what healing really is, I would say it's realignment in a nutshell. Because we were born to live in perfect health, perfect well-being, and joy. We were born for two reasons: to grow and to be happy. So if we're not growing as human beings in all areas of our lives, then we need healing. Something's stagnant, something is misaligned. And if we're not happy for some reason, because we cannot mistake growth for the whole reason why we're here, right? We need to be happy too. So sometimes success has a huge price tag. And a lot of people may be successful, but they're not really fulfilled and happy and joyful. So growth and joy, growth and happiness are the reasons why we're all in this world. And when we get misaligned, we need to go back to our healthy state, which allows us to grow and allows us to be happy. So healing or realignment, going back to your natural state of being, could happen or maybe needs to happen on a physical level or on an emotional level, on a soul level. Soul healing is what I work with. Financial healing sometimes is needed. And actually, anything that manifests in the physical world, in the material world, starts on the energetic level. So if we address the root causes energetically, matter realigns. And that is something that a lot of people don't really understand. And that's the whole reason why we're talking about healing here. Because healing needs to happen on a subtle level so that the material level will follow that. So since everything that manifests in the physical world happens first on the energetic level, the energetic level is where our emotions reside. So what I'm saying is that healing requires addressing our emotions. Happy people rarely get sick. When we're out of balance emotionally, it throws off our immune systems. Speaking of physical healing, healing of the physical body, but we can also talk about financial healing. Sometimes people have issues with their money. We can talk about straightforwardly about emotional healing, right? Sometimes we are very aware that our emotions are out of balance. So what we want to do with healing is realign our energy and go back to our natural state. And a lot of people say some people were born sick or some people were born emotionally unstable. That may be true, but we all have the potential of our natural state imprinted in the cells of our bodies. But we also have the imprint of imbalance in our soul. So that messes up the physical reality, not just the body, but also our manifested experiences. That's why I say physical body healing, financial healing. The reasons for those imbalances are all on the energetic level where our emotions reside, right? So the thing is, ultimate healing, if we align the energetic level, if we know that this emotion or this event, because stories are huge soul healers too, right? Behind a symptom on the physical body or a behavior that depletes people's finances or whatever it is that needs healing in a person's life, behind that imbalanced situation, there is an emotion and there's a story. So that's why I love family constellations. Cardinal method constellations are something that I always offer because it's an opportunity to hear a story that can heal your soul. So indigenous cultures say this a lot. Animals and stories can heal the human soul. So there's always a story behind whatever needs healing. So healing includes stories too. And the thing is, and this is really where we can get a quantum leap here, energy is not enough either. So if you just address the material level, it's not going to be addressing the root cause of whatever manifested problem you have. So to talk about healing, we need to go to the subtle level of energy. But energy is also an intermediary level, because ultimate healing happens on the level of consciousness, which is above energy. So there are 3 levels of existence: consciousness, energy, and matter. This is according to Hindu wisdom, which is, the cradle of all wisdoms on earth. It is a very, very wise culture, Hinduism. And when we address the consciousness level, we keep asking, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? And we don't try to control it cognitively. This is not a mind game. This is something we feel. Healing is about feeling all your emotions and feeling the reasons why we got to that place of misalignment, right? So your thinking and your mindset reside on a consciousness level, which is above energy. And if we understand the 5-step process that leads to misalignment, which requires healing, we also understand the 5-step process that leads us back to realignment, that heal, the 5 steps that help us heal, and they're the same. It just depends on how you go through those 5 steps. If you're going through those 5 steps with a not so ideal kind of mindset and thinking, or if you're coming from a healthy mindset and a healthy way of thinking. So what's the 5-step process? Everything starts in your thoughts. So thought, thinking. Are you thinking high quality thoughts, or are you thinking misaligned thoughts? And the thing is, thinking is not just about your conscious mind. We have a subconscious mind and a deep unconscious mind as well. So our thinking may be unhealthy on the subconscious level, on the deep unconscious level, even if consciously we don't want that. That's why healing is so powerful and so important, because it addresses the energetic level, and it addresses the subconscious mind and the deep unconscious mind, and it reveals contents that were hidden and that were creating a not so ideal reality in your life, right? So thoughts create emotions. Your thinking creates the way you feel. Your feelings are much denser, and they are on the energetic level now. So thoughts are on the consciousness level. Feelings and emotions are on the energetic level. And what happens with energetic contents is that they're electromagnetic. And they will attract, with their vibration, a manifested experience on the material level, the most dense level of existence that we experience as human beings. So thoughts in the consciousness level, emotions and vibrations, electromagnetic vibrations on the energetic level, create your manifested experience. So the more you awaken your consciousness, the more you dive into high quality ideas, the more you educate yourself on a spiritual level, and the more you choose high quality thoughts, the better your life is going to be. When you start changing your thinking, you change the way you feel. And when you change the way you feel, you change the way you vibrate. And when you change the way you vibrate, you change the way you activate magnetism, and then you change whatever manifested experience you're going to go through. So the 5-step process requires you to understand thoughts, first step, create emotions, second step, These emotions create vibrations. And these vibrations create attractions because vibrations are electromagnetic. So the magnetism piece, the fourth step, is going to attract the fifth step, which is your manifested life experience. So ultimately, what is healing? Healing is realignment of thought, changing the quality of your thinking ultimately. Okay, and that will create a ripple effect like a domino in all the other steps that I have just mentioned here. And the thing is now, how do you do this? How do you heal, right? The first thing you should do, and this is something very powerful, is to acquire more knowledge about how consciousness works and operates. It's not just any kind of knowledge, it's spiritual knowledge, transcendental knowledge. Educate yourself spiritually, first thing I suggest. Secondly, practice that knowledge because we can't not just stay on the theory level. I know a lot of people who are very, very smart and they are so versed and they understand the theory of spiritual knowledge so beautifully, the philosophy of it all. But when it comes to practicing, it doesn't happen. So these people, they know the theory, but they haven't changed their thinking. So first and foremost, know the theory, the philosophy of spirituality. Secondly, practice that philosophy in your life. And thirdly, keep practicing. This may seem redundant, but it's not, because if we stay on the second step, if we stay in the first step, it's just theory, so it's just potential, it doesn't create any change. If we practice, we need to endure in our practice. We need to be resilient. It's very easy to give up, to start and not continue. So the third step is the most difficult one, which is to maintain a high vibrational thought frequency and practicing your spirituality with love and kindness towards people, love and kindness towards self. Ultimately, healing will come from love, self-love and love for others. But for you to allow yourself to love and create a beautiful life for yourself, your thoughts must be realigned too. Okay? So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I hope it was clear and that it brings you joy, and I will see you soon.